Well, hello there, everyone, and welcome to the wine review. I am Ryan the Wine Guy, bringing you tonight another Zinfandel from Josh Sellers from Joseph Carr, 2014 from the Lodi region. And there you go, bottled by Joseph Carr, well, blended and bottled by Joseph Carr. Uh, Joseph Carr is the kind of the main one, the more a little bit more expensive, and then Josh is sort of the everyday stuff that you'll find almost anywhere, except this one. This one is actually a limited production. Lodi, California has become home to some of the best Zinfandel in the world, where the classic Mediterranean climate and distinctive marine soils provide the perfect growing conditions for the jammy Zinfandel grape. The Josh Sellers Lodi Zinfandel bursts with flavors of fresh raspberry, vanilla, and toast, offering a dense, rich, big, long finish. The Josh Sellers Zinfandel is a limited production offering I made to accompany hearty foods and good friends in honor of my dad and my hero, Josh. It's 14.5% alcohol by volume. It's probably going to run you around $14. Uh, 15, 16 some places, maybe even lower depending on where you look. But this is it again. This is it in the glass. Very dark in the glass, I must say. Very wow. You really cannot see through this. This is a dark Zin. Uh, some fast legs on this though. You get a little bit of ruby sort of on the edges, but as you get into the middle, it becomes really deep dark red, turning to opaque almost. As I said, I can't really see through it. I cannot see my hands. So a dark Zin. On the nose, definitely vanilla. Getting like a dark cherry. A little bit of raspberry. Smoky. Very, very smoky and spices. You know, I mean, I reviewed another Zinfandel the other day, and if you're watching this on YouTube, you're probably watching all these reviews at once. I've got like 5 or 6 reviews I still have to put up. Of course, by the time you're watching this, I would have already put them up. But uh, don't worry, YouTubers, I'm not drinking 6 different wines in one night. I just haven't had time to load them. But my last wine review of the Inconspicuous, which was 15.3, I thought that was a little bit on the light mellow side. This one's only 14.5. I can smell the heat. I can literally, wow, I get a little bit of cedar as well. Tobacco, like cigar box. Yeah, this is a pretty big nose. I love this nose. It's what I like from a Zin. It's what I would expect from a Zin for the most part. I just get a little bit of, hmm, I don't know what to call it. There's just this little jazzy sort of funk going on. Just a small little hint. And that's pretty much what I get as far as the nose goes. Let's try the palate. Wow. Wow. Whew. Definitely gives you that little jam as it said it would. Definitely getting hints of raspberry, dark cherry, a little bit of like, a little bit of like tangy strawberry, um, some plum, which I don't quite get on the nose. But I get a little bit of plum in there, maybe a little bit of blueberry, just like hints of blueberry, maybe like cobbler like. Definitely get vanilla. Um, you definitely get that smoke, that big smoke from the oak that is on this. Um, Cedar, that cigar box, that little bit of tobacco. And it says toast. You definitely get this toasty sort of oak on there. And it's just all kind of, as I said, that little bit of jam. It all just sort of, it doesn't like really pucker up your mouth, but it just kind of dances on your mouth or dances on your tongue. Just sort of gives you this sort of like, as you can tell, I'm smacking my lips. It literally gives you that sort of feeling, that sort of like fruity, oaky, spicy, kind of like that Zinfandel type of what you would expect. You would expect all that in a Zinfandel, and it's just all, instead of it all trying to take over at once, um, or being one by one, it's just all kind of marrying together just to create this nice, really just I don't, just delicious, delicious wine that oh man, big foods, peppered steak, peppered burgers, maybe even barbecue wings. I mean, I'm drinking it on its own right now, which well, I did eat some spicy Old Bay wings not even an hour ago, so maybe that accounts for something. Um, rating time. There's really not a big law. I mean, it is a decent finish, decent lingering finish, but I have had to have a couple sips, and that's just to sort of re reevaluate what I've tasted. So the finish is decent, but I don't think the finish is strong. So that takes off a little bit. Also, right now I'm kind of being left with this more fruity taste, which it isn't bad, but I'm kind of being left with this sort of light uh, aftertaste, which sometimes for Zins, I like to have that big, bold aftertaste where it's like still burning you. This is kind of just like, it has a burn, but I'm gonna leave you with sort of like a calm finish. Um, so I would say that also takes a little bit off. But I would say overall this gets a 4 out of 5. Um, Very decent. I've had another Josh earlier that I reviewed. I think it was a Josh Merlot, which I thought was pretty decent. Um, Again, they are cheap wines. They are like everyday wines. But that's the type of reviews I like to do. Although um, some wines I can get at a decent price. What's going on, Robert? How you been? Uh, YouTubers on Facebook Live, so when you're watching this, you will not see any of the comments on this. Um, but yeah, no. As I was saying, it, it's a 4 out of 5. I I feel it's good. Like I said, it's an everyday wine. As I mentioned, I now work in a different liquor store, so I get special. I get better prices than at the old one. I don't want to, necessarily brag about that, but you know, uh, some of the wines that I would say I myself paid $8 for, you may pay the full price, which might be 15. This one I bought at a different liquor store because we don't sell it, and I had a gift card, so I used it there, and I would say this Josh again, if you can find it. Like I said, they even said it's a limited production, so you might not be able to find it everywhere. My place doesn't sell it. The place down the street from where I live does, and it was $13.99. So $14, $15 is what you would probably expect to pay for it. Um, but I'm going to end it with that. 4 out of 5. If you can find it, I recommend at least you give it a try. You give all of Josh's a try. Definitely Joseph Carr, which is the sort of parent company of this um, winery. Joseph Carr and Josh Sellers, they're all bottled under the same um, under the same people, but the Joseph Carr is sort of the higher end, or somewhat higher end. It's not like you're paying $80 a bottle, but you might be paying 25 versus 15. So, uh, personal choices is all that it comes down to. But with that, I will end this review, and as always, my buddies in the background say hello and good night, or good morning, or good afternoon, or good day, or good wine time, whatever good you want it to be. Okay, yeah, cheers.